How's it going, guys? Sandris Sedis here, and today we're going to take a look at East vs West 9. I'm going to give my predictions of all the matches and what I think about the event overall. So I think we have 13 or 12 matches confirmed, not sure really. Here on this list there are 12 matches, so let's start from the bottom. And first match is Dustin Hyatt against Thomas Mangi. Literally have no idea who these guys are or how they pull. Haven't really researched them, so really no comment on this one. Match number 11, Derek Smith versus Mehdi Abdulwand from, I think, Iran. Derek is looking really good lately. I saw his bicep lifts with like some stupid amount of weight, like 40 kilos or 50 kilos or something like that, and it was pretty clean, pretty impressive. And I know Mehdi is really big. I saw him, I think, last Worlds, and he looked really strong, but he didn't do that well, I don't think, on Worlds. So I think Derek should be able to win this, but you know, you can't underestimate Mehdi as well. And I think Derek takes this one probably like 3-1 or something like that. So next match we have Brad Gandhi versus Kyle Hutchinson. Brad is from USA. He's, I think, one of Chance's buddies. He's pretty strong, looking better with every video I see him pull. But Kyle is also, I think he's close to 130 kilos right now, so he's really big, really strong. And who did he beat last event at Arm Gods? He beat Daniel Christensen from Denmark, I think. So. And Daniel is really strong as well. Minde Augustar Sets trains with him, and he's saying that he can't do anything with him, and he's really good. But you know, Kyle is getting better as well, and I think Brad is not that big. So because of the size, I think I'm going to favor Kyle in this one. Also maybe 3-1, maybe 3-2. Could be a mismatch as well. Who knows? Next one, really interesting match, Ivan Matushenko versus David Arapuli. I have pulled against both of these guys. I think my first Worlds or Europeans I pulled against Ivan, lost badly. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I also pulled with David in 2019 Worlds. We had a tough war on left arm, probably a minute or so. And yeah, he's also really, he's not that active right now, but he's still training, still in good shape, and also he trains with Levan, Irakli, and all those guys, so he has to be really strong. Ivan, we haven't seen him pull in a couple of years now because of all the bans and stuff like that, but his left arm is really good. I don't know if it's left arm match or not, it doesn't say here, but if it's left arm, I think Ivan takes it. If it's right arm, David, I think, may be able to take this match. But it will be very fun to see Ivan back in action and in what shape he is. We saw David against Chance, and he looked a little bit rusty, but he looked strong and was able to win the match. Next one, David Samusha versus Valiko Ichkiti. I think he's from Georgia, or no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, not really familiar with the Valiko. David is a champ in middleweight class, so I think like I'm gonna favor David in this one. Probably 3-0, maybe 3-1. I think it should be fairly easy for David. Next match, Ferit Osmanli versus Georgi Zeranov. Again, I think it's a right arm match. Georgi was looking a little bit rusty against Kalinichenko. Couple events back. He lost 2 rounds and then came back, won the other 3. Ferret, on the other hand, has some mixed how you say results. Lately, he lost Wagner with left arm, lost badly. Then I felt him on the table on right arm, and although he was pretty tired, I was a little bit tired as well. I could really control him, and yeah, if Georgi comes in a good shape, and I think he will, I think he should be able to take this match, especially because of that endurance. Ferret, I don't think has the best endurance, and Georgi, he has pulled like super long wars with Ivan Matushenko, with Vitaly Larratt, I think. So I think he should be able to win this 3-1, maybe 3-0. Next match is a big one. Yevgeny Prudnik versus David Dadikian on left arm. Both of these guys have been phenomenal in the past. David has been smashing everyone on that left arm pretty much. We saw him destroy Morozov in the first 3 rounds, and I think he could be able to do the same with Prudnik as well. Although in the last afterpull we saw they were pretty even, but that's afterpulling, and Yevgeny is looking a little bit smaller now, not as big as he was in the top 8, and it's really hard to tell in what shape he is. We haven't seen him pull in a year or so now, since Devon match basically, so it's really hard to tell in what shape Prudnik is now. But he's still training, he's still rehabbing his right arm. In what shape his left arm is, hard to tell, but I think David has the edge on this one. 3-1 or 3-0 to David Dadikian, just because of that start power, and 3 rounds should be enough this time. Next match, we have a return of Paul into the stage against Ruslan Babayev, brother of Rustam. We haven't seen him pull in quite some time as well. I want to say that Paul should have this one, because he's looking better and better with every event. It was unfortunate that Rustam got injured, but he didn't look out of place in that match as well. Although Rustam was winning the match, he had something for Rustam, and that tells a lot about the level of Paul. So I'm gonna go with Paul in on this one. 3-1 or 3-2, I think. Paul in is able to take this one home. Okay, getting to the end now. Next one, Todd Hutchings versus Ibrahim Sagov from Russia. Ibrahim, I think, is a champion of last AMC event in 95 kilo class or 105 kilo class, and yeah, he's really strong, very good press, really fast. Like, I think he finished 3rd overall behind Vitaly and who was it? Silayev or Zaur. Finished 3rd in overalls. That was really impressive. And Todd Hutchings coming back to the stage after about 6 months of absence. And last I saw Todd, he was looking kind of small. I don't know in what shape he is, but Ibrahim is really dangerous. So it will probably be a hook war, inside war. And whoever has more explosiveness or better endurance, if the match stops, is gonna take this one for sure. And in those long matches, I kind of see Todd Hutchings winning. I'm gonna say 3-2 to Todd Hutchings, but Ibrahim is really strong, so it could go either way, but I'm gonna pick Todd Hutchings just to, bring some wins to the USA team as well. Next match, again, David Dadikyan, 2 matches in one night, so he's a beast against Irakli Zirakashvili. I don't know if there's a weight limit to this match, probably is 115 kilos. I don't think David is 105 kilos or anywhere near to that. And on that right arm, he's looking pretty strong as well. Training with Dennis, we saw him train with Morozov as well. Although this last practice Morozov was kind of controlling him in every angle, but you can't underestimate David. And I think Irakli, if he's not able to take the hand, it's gonna be a big problem because David has that really good wrist rotation, and Irakli doesn't really do well against that, like inside side pressure pullers. So I think David may be able to win this one. I don't know what's his endurance right now, but in the past we've seen him in some long matches as well. I'm gonna say if the match goes outside, Irakli wins. If the match gets stopped anywhere or turned in, I think David will be able to take this one. I'm going to say 3-2 to David Dadikyan. But could also be a mismatch, could be 3-0 either way, could be, whatever. We don't know, we just assume, but, we always hope for a great match. Okay, I think we're down to 2 last matches. So, Vitaly Lalatin versus Revaz Voltize. Just insane war. Top roll against top roll, 2 worlds will collide, like there's gonna be a lightning storm, or I don't know, light's gonna go out in an auditorium, like something sick is gonna happen, I feel, in this match. Whoever gets that wrist is the winner, and whoever loses the wrist first, I'm sorry to say, but probably is the loser, because, once that wrist goes back, there's no coming back from that, or it's really hard to sustain your wrist position after it breaks one time. Really don't know. Revaz was looking super impressive lately against Dave. Vitaly, on the other hand, is getting in a really good shape as well, dominating the Russian events. Really 50-50 for me, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards Vitaly. Let's say 3-2, because Vitaly also has a very good endurance, and I'm not sure how good Revaz is on endurance part, but if the match stops, I think Vitaly should be able to take it. And our last match of the night is a big one. Devon Larratt against Ermes Gasparini. Ermes just decimated Jerry Caderet this last event, just completely annihilated him. We haven't seen Jerry lose in this fashion ever. I don't think he has ever lost 3-0 in a super match, or haven't been able to force a stop in a match or something. So super impressive, Ermes. Hats off to you, just super impressive, very strong. He's very smart as well. He studies his opponents really closely, how he prepared for Jerry, how he went like with the side pressure, not so much back pressure, and right over his hand. That was impressive, And he's looking big. He's like 130 kilos something, so he's strong. He's ready, and he has still 3 weeks to do some repairs and adjustments. So I think he's gonna come in a very best shape. And Devon Larratt, like, there's no comments. Legend of the sport. You can't underestimate him. although I think Ermes physically should be stronger, should have more horsepower. I think if the match stops, obviously it's Devon's to take. If Ermes is able to do the same, what he did to Jerry, he has a very good chance of winning. But if the match stops, I think it's Devon Larratt's way from there. So really 50-50 match for me again. I want both guys to win, and I couldn't pick a winner here, so I think it's gonna be a war. If the match stops, Devon Larratt 3-1, 3-2. If the match, doesn't stop, and Ermes can go 3-0, can go 3-1, can go 3-2 as well. We saw him with the Levant. He has a very good endurance. He has that press as well. So if they're stuck in a King's move, Ermes can press as well. And as we saw, it's not that easy to pin that arm once the shoulder comes forward. So I think this is amazing event. So many high-class matches. Like, all these athletes are world-class, on the top of their rankings and weight class, basically, with few exceptions. And I think to date, this is like the best East vs West card we have ever seen. Like, just look at those first 8 matches. It's just insane. So Engin again doing amazing job. Core Sports, amazing job. Everyone involved, just super impressive how they are able to put these events together, and they keep getting better with every event, basically. So super excited to see this event in only 3 weeks, and it's gonna be awesome. I think that's it, guys. Buy the pay-per-view, guys. Core Sports, I'm gonna link the link in the comments. You don't want to miss this event, and I will see you soon, guys. Bye.